Before I give you the science of your Netaru, here's an introduction to KEMETIC Astro, the birth, decays, and signs by me, King Lit, the astronumerologist. KEMETIC science, metaphysics, principles, numerology, and astrology was a way of life for the ancestors of black African people who is indigenous to the whole world, who started at the beginning at the center of our existence as in black carbon, electromagnetic, neuromelanin people who was in Africa, the motherland. Our ancestors paved the way for all of the knowledge of higher learning for the world, which is still being used today. We, as in my ancestors, started the basis of everything first because it's evidence that we as a black, African, or indigo, or the star seed, the real Indian people, were the first people on the planet for many years before any other ethics or different race of people that existed. Yeah, so this is right here is a breakdown. Now I'm about to go in and give it to you beautiful people. As I can bring you this light. I broke it down in my own way, in the simplest term as I could. Because knowledge is great, applying it is power. I'll shake. Okay, you see the big picture. We're going to start out with Ausar. With this energy here, you get Aries. I got to go in. Ausar energy, which deals with Aries. This is masculine energy. And also those who born from March the 1st to the 10th. From March the 1st through the 10th. From November the 27th through December the 18th. You are Ausar. This is your energy. This is your vibration. And you are that force that is self-asserted. You are nasty, a leader. You're very compassionate, adventurous. You are a pioneer. You're creative. You love to win and like to be first. You are open. You're very sensual. You like to help others achieve their dreams. You like to inspire people. And you are an open book. And you are protective of your loved ones. And you do not give up on nothing. And you are the go-getter. And you get whatever you want. And you want to be in control of everything. You are energetic. And you could be aggressive. You are the initiator. And sometimes it's hard for you to finish things off. You could be a poet, judge, a character. You just dislike being told. You just like being told what to do. You can be very impulsive. You could be selfish. You doesn't listen to anyone. You could be intolerant. You can have that I must be the boss attitude. You are a risk taker. And you are called the Superman and Superwoman of the cosmos. You're nasty a fighter in everything you do. And you will win because you're very bold. You are a natural leader. So the Ausar energy. Also, you have a duality personality. One side is strong and fierce, and the other side is vulnerable and insensitive. You have no problem in leadership positions because you are nasty intelligence and charismatic. You are passionate, but when faced with challenges, sometimes it can be hard for you to decide what right course of action you should take. You are good at thinking outside of the box and new beginnings and starting something new. So paving a new path is what you are good at. You are a natural leader, doing your own thing and not following someone else's path. And the leadership vibes of Ausar gives you energy to accomplish and achieve any goal or your passion. You're good with change and starting fresh, and you live in the moment, and you are quick on your feet with a lot of energy. You can be very aggressive because this is the energy that you possess, which means you think of yourself first before anything. And you're very direct and honest with others. And there's no mistake because what you said, there's no mistake in what you said because you always say what you mean. You're outspoken, very outspoken. You're most enthusiastic about helping others. You love to show off your talents and skills. And you love when people brag about your talents and your ability. This motivates you to always do your best when people brag about your talents and skills. You're independent and you don't like to take orders from others. This makes it difficult for you to work under another person. You would do best to be your own boss and own your own business. You are adventurous, and to others you seem very exciting. You are very confident naturally and love the thrill of chasing after your goals. You are the dynamite and daring. You as a Ausar person can be aggressive and dominating to others, especially if you feel you are above them. You're argumentative, so disagreeing with you prove to be pointless. You can isolate people by being too bossy and overbearing. When you are so full of your ego, you talk before you think. And you have a hard time with people because you tend to make others feel overshadowed, little and small. You have a quick temper, and you can be restless, impatient, and your temper can flare up at the slightest misunderstanding. It makes it difficult for you to work with others, and for others who might be over you. You make a great leader, but you have a hard time being a follower. You have a hard time taking criticism of any kind. You can avoid responsibilities when you're feeling overpowered, and when you are feeling stressed, and your mind can be confused, unfocused, and make it hard for you to focus on your goals. You are outspoken by nature. You have charisma, because you're charismatic, and you're very passionate. You can be either extremely strong or also mostly weak or vulnerable. You're always willing to help someone. You are full of energy, and you do not have a problem with starting something fresh and new. You tend to avoid responsibilities when you are mostly disturbed. You are the optimistic type of person who is very generous, but sometimes you are insensitive. You are popular, and you are think outside of the box type of person, so you can be a salesperson, a business person, also a teaching position, match your energy. You do not like working in submission to others or anyone. You have self-confidence with a purpose, demeanor that says you need to do your own thing and open your own business to win. You love taking on responsibilities in your work environment and when dealing with your family or family settings in your community. Ausar is the god of the underworld. It represents eternal life, rebirth after death, and resurrection. So watch out for a tendency to be bossy and overbearing. So you got the ability to learn from your actions. Look deep within yourself and learn from your actions. This ability that you got. I mean, because you deal with the Aries, the Mars energy, this is what it corresponds to. Your animal is the bull. Western corresponding planet is Pluto and the sun. And so Pluto give you that ability, and the sun give you the ability of charisma and charm and everything else, and to be a leader. So if you know the powers of Pluto, and this is the Western correspondence, you are compatible with Auset and Tehuti. Your colors is green and yellow. As I can bring you to light, now move on to the next one. I'll Amun Ra. This energy here corresponds to Taurus, the bull, in Western astrology. Okay, and also those who are born on January the 8th to January the 21st, and also those who are born February the 1st to February the 11th, carry the energy of Amun Ra. You are all about beauty in all forms of materialistic values. You're all about wealth, prosperity, nature, harmony. You have a love for beautiful things. You are calm, you're patient, you are the artist, attentive. You're very loving, you're very gentle. You got a good sense of timing and order. You're very careful and security oriented. But you can be lazy, you can be stuck in a rut, you can be materialistic, you can be slow moving, you can have a little to say. You can't delay your actions. You can become boring and sensitive. You can be stubborn and self-indulgent. You are trustworthy. You have creative abilities and skills. You're very affectionate. You have a high sex drive. You have a loving hypnosis nature and a shyness about you. You're a very careful individual. You love to live in luxury. Yes, a luxurious life and in sensual delights. You're very self-conscious about your body. So the energy of Amun Ra says that you are gifted with a generous spirit, successful spirit, and you have the ability to succeed, and you're a very helpful spirit. So Amun Ra means the hidden light or inner spirit within. And Amun Ra symbolizes the creation that is made from the will of the spirit. He is the Netta, or spirit of protection, and is considered to be the king of the gods. He gave humans the ability to create from nothing and to be creators of their existence, and also the powers of manifestation. For those who are born under Amun Ra are talented, optimistic, and problem solvers who has a strong intuition to help lead people out of their problems and help themselves out of their own problems as well. You make a great leader on the upside. The others feel inspired and confident and comfortable around you. Feel comfortable around you. You are the giving type of soul, and you always give your best to those who are in need. In any situation, you are always confident and in control. It has a great sense of royalty and charm. You are spiritual nature that is happy most of the time, and you always look within for your inner strength. And you trust your intuition to help others and yourself. You are a high achiever and leader of your community, workplace, or any environment. You as a leader or high achiever strive to be above the average, both in the physical world and the spiritual world. What makes you a good leader? It's your intuition and intelligence. And definitely, you are a good decision maker who tries to lead by encouraging people, and you can be ahead of corporations and firms and any organizations because you are a wonderful leader. Amun Ra vibration gives you inner strength, wisdom, and courage, and makes you a role model who are admired for your wise thoughts and your ability to take action and leadership skills you possess naturally. On the downside, when you are imbalanced, you may have a hard time in your personal life. You may shy away from starting a family because you are too busy being a leader and helping solving other people's problems, forgetting about your home life. You may also overwork yourself with a large ego and have no room for change with a fixed attitude. On the downside, when your ego is stroked, you can be a person who can't make firm decisions. I said can, but I mean can't make firm decisions and not likely to be flexible. And this can harm you because you aren't likely to listen to the advice of others. You can also lack empathy. You can be stubborn and secretive. You can be blocked emotionally and can't relate to people's situations. Since you are always concerned with the problems of the world, it is best for you to balance out your material self with your spiritual self and stay detached from the outer world or materialistic thinking. Your energy or qualities are powerful. You are helpful, you are strong, you are tough, you are a hard worker, you're a good listener, and you're generally popular among peers. You also tend to get angry quickly when you're faced with frustrating situations, but it takes a lot to get you angry. With Amun Ra vibration, this makes you a good motivational leader, and you motivate others to improve themselves. You're a good constant or counselor, and you are a good trainer, and you are a good representation of intelligence and leadership. People often come to you for help, support, and advice. Amun Ra, known as the vibration or oxygen, the creator of the universe and of humans, considered the king of the Netarus or Netas, which we call gods. On the downside, you can be secretive, you can be jealous, you can be very dangerous and ruthless to accomplish your goals or objectives. So the western planet that corresponds to Amun Ra is the Sun and Saturn. You are compatible with Heru and the Nile signs. Your animal is the ram and the goose. Your prosperous color or lucky color is yellow and orange. And this is what it be. Ashe. On to the next. Set energy. Set energy corresponds to Gemini. And also those who are born from May the 28th to June the 18th, or September the 28th through October the 2nd, or to October the 2nd. And the set energy says that you are the communicator, articulate. You are persuasive. You're the one who loves to explore. You are a curious person. You're all about movement, education, collecting facts. You're very entertaining. You're charming. You're versatile. You have a youthful spirit. You're quick-minded, quick thinking, stimulating. You are inventive. You got a youthful spirit energy. And you're all about freedom. You pay attention to details. You love learning. But on the downside, you are restless. You're quick to get bored. You are impractical, impatient. You change up your thoughts. You can be a trickster. You are nervous. You are a nervous wreck at times and manipulative. You're also non-committed, and you got a two-faced personality. You are a free thinker who are intuitive, intelligence, and a communicator of the first order. You love to inspire others, and you could be telepathic or have telepathy powers. The set energies says that you are always seeking change. You're adventurous, and you're always seeking new challenges all of your life. All of your life. You could be searching for a feeling of completeness. You are the professionalist and will not let anything hold you back from accomplishing your goals. Because you set a goal for yourself, and when you set a goal for yourself, what you do, you pursue it until it is completed. Set was the god of chaos, and he was the most known for killing his brother Ausar, chopping the brother body up into pieces, 14 pieces, and spread them all over Kemet. And Set was a storm god who was known for thunderstorms and earthquakes. So this says that you are a natural leader, You don't like failure or being second. You rise to the challenge, always meeting them with determination and persistence. You always are focused and you are determined not to make the same mistake again. You don't like being held back by others. And you will not sacrifice your own progress for anybody. You have a hard time slowing down your pace to suit the needs of others. You are charismatic and a great communicator. Others are drawn to your charming and outgoing personality. You love having a large social circle and will usually be the one in the middle holding everyone's attention. You're good at making others understand your point of view. You can make a good spiritual leader, a motivational speaker, or a salesperson. You prefer action instead of quiet and solitude. You like to be in a mix of everything and feel like you are accomplishing something. You like to feel like you're accomplishing something. You like the feeling of doing something, but as you age, you will slow down. You're always searching for information and knowledge. You're usually chosen to be a leader in the fields that are not well known, and this serves as the perfect challenge for you. You have an explosive temper, and you are unpredictable, so you can explode at any moment. You don't like any restrictions on your life or your time. Freedom is very important to you because you like to do as you please. I said because you like to do as you please. You have a very dominant nature, which makes you have more enemies than most people. You need to be careful of the people you seek to take down. Your dominant nature makes you quite rebellious. You need to change. And your need to change may have a negative effect on your life too, because too much change can make you unsatisfied and filled with unrest and dissatisfaction. You can be restless. You can be very restless. You have a problem staying in one place for too long. You are good at starting new projects, but you never complete them because you are eager to move on to the next venture. You can be a bit of a gospel, which could land you in trouble because you have a hard time cutting off your TV to your nature. The TV to your nature. You may spill secrets at the most inappropriate times. You are active, and your need for freedom can make you break a lot of rules. You could become too dominant at times, and you constantly crave change, can invite negative elements in your life. You don't like to lose or being second. You are very social, charismatic, and you like to be the center of attention. Again, I say you might be a salesperson because you like to move forward all the time. The animal for you is the tiger. Your Western correspondent planet is Mars. Your color is red and black. You're compatible with the Nile and Gale. As I can't bring it to light, it gets no realer than this. I shake. Bastet energy, the black cat. Talking about Bass, the black cat energy, what it corresponds to in the Western astrology. It corresponds to Cancer. And also those who are born on July the 14th through July the 28th. You carry this energy. If you're born September the 23rd through the 27th, you carry this energy. If you're born October the 3rd through the 17th, through October the 17th, you carry this energy. So I'm born October the 9th, so this is my energy too. So this being said, you are the nurturer. You are the psychic. You are the ones who telepathic or the telepathy one. You are all about the family, the history, the culture, the roots, the home life. You are the loyal one. You are the one who has a good memory. You're all about living comfortable. You are the security type. You are receptive to energy. You are very empathic and intuitive, highly intelligent, and you're all about the inner self, the moon child, I call you. The helpful one, you are sensitive to everyone's needs type of individual. The tenacious one, which means forceful one. The one who is very protective and defensive of yourself, your family, your friends, and anyone who you love. You do good in business because of your intuitive gifts. You are a dreamer who can put yourself in other people's shoes and position. On the downside, though, you are possessive, emotional, snappish, and you can be selfish. You can hold on to insults. You are introspective, manipulative, overpowering, and very moody. And also a warrior or a sadist. So the Bastet energy says about you, You love to be surrounded by that peace, and you're always searching for balance and peace. You avoid competition and stressful situations. You are an introvert who prefer quiet surroundings than loud, chaotic crowds. So Bastet or Baz is the nectar or goddess of cats and pleasure. She pictured as a cat or with a female lion head with a body of a woman, known as the nectar or goddess who protects the woman's infertility as well as love. She was known as the protector of Lower Kemet. Yes, so you have a strong intuition, the sixth sense. You may even be psychic, and you can see the motives of others, and you can see situations clearly with great understanding. Your intuition sees others for who they truly are. Yes, for who they truly are and what their true motives are. You are the BS lie detector who read people, conditions, and situations like a book. You are charming and has a charming personality which says you love to enjoy life. You do things that are pleasing to you. You surround yourself with things that are pleasing to you. You automatically seek out happiness and joy in your life. You are inspired by beauty, the music, the arts, and life itself. You put others' needs above your own. In relationships, you are loyal, very emotional, and devoted person. You are a fierce protector of those you love. And you would die for them. Of course you would. And you have a nurturing spirit, and you love your mother. You love your mother and those who you care about. So with the energies of Bastet, your strong intuition and psychic ability give you insight to people, places, and things, which gives you the edge in life that will contribute to much of your success. You are mysterious and attracted to the mysteries, metaphysics, the spiritual, and the occult. On the downside, though, when you truly need help, you may have a problem asking for help. You may isolate yourself in the quietness and solitude. You may avoid others who truly may be helpful to you. And you can be clingy and possessive in a relationship and also overprotective of those you love. You may have a hard time trusting people who are not already in your circle, but you can smother the people who you love too. So watch out for that. And this may cause you problems in your relationship, even though you are a supporter of people and listen to people with an analytical ear. You may not share much of yourself with anyone except those you love or those who are close to you. You can hold on to the past memories. You hold on to the past and have a hard time letting go, especially after the relationship has ended. You may let your memories of the past hold you hostage and stop you from moving forward. This can lead you to becoming moody and depressed. You are sometimes too trusting of others, and your nice personality can make you a target to be manipulated and influenced by others. You are generous, which means giving. You're sensitive, you're caring, emotional, and others may sense this and try to take advantage of your kindness, so watch out for that. You love to make others happy. When you see others happy, you are happy too. You put others' happiness above your own, and this could lead you to feeling depressed, stressed, dissatisfaction, and unable to accomplish your goals and desires for yourself. You are a seeker of peace and balance, and you avoid conflict and stressful situations at all costs. You enjoy life and are always helping others with your highly intuitive and wise logical thinking. You're always giving practical and sound advice. You are loyal and a devoted person and partner who cares for people and who is affectionate. You are loving and sensual, sexy, sensual, pleasure-loving, and naturally shy, charming, thoughtful, and a thinker. You love to research and dig deep into the unknown, the secrets, the hidden, the occultism. So metaphysics, numerology, astrology, science, a writer, anything that's intellectual and pleasure fulfilling to you can be made a career of. And your cat, and your animal is, and your cat, my fault. And your animal is the cat. Yeah, any cat, any type of cat. A lion, no matter what type of cat, you deal with the cat. And your Western correspondent planet is the sun and the moon. The sun and the moon. And also you're compatible with Heru and Sekhmet. Your color is yellow, gold, silver, platinum, and gray. Now, as I came lit who carried the Bastet energy myself, it gets no realer than this. Shay. Anubis, who we call in the KEMETIC culture Anpu. Anpu correlates to the Western astrology sign Leo. And so also those who born May the 8th through May the 27th, also June the 29th through July the 13th, you are Anpu. This your energy, Anpu. And you are playful, entertaining, creative. You love pleasure. You appreciate life. You are happy-going, honest, loyal. You are attractive and charming. You are kind. You're generous. You set people at face value. You take care of your responsibilities. You are proud. You can be stubborn. You possess great willpower. You have a tendency to take undue credit, and you can be arrogant. You always keep up with your appearance. You can be cold-hearted when you're hurt, but you're very friendly otherwise. You have a strong dignity about you. You are brave. You have a lot of energy, and you may have a lot of love affairs. You can be all about sex. You have a childlike behavior. You like to be applauded. You are a natural performer, an entertainer naturally. You are a leader naturally, self-motivated. You're all about the games, the sports, the drama, and you are fun-loving. You may love the land life and taking risks, and you hate to be bored. So the Anpu energy says you are sharp, intelligent, sympathetic, and your emotions can be very intense and unpredictable. You are very creative, passionate, and you are basically an introvert, and you assert your very confidence and authority or energy that others, you do it so easy that others have a natural respect for you. So Anpu is the guardian of the underworld. Yes, this Netta here, or one of the Nettarus, he is in charge of finding the wandering lost souls and wearing their hearts on the scales against the feather of who? Ma'at. It's the heart. It's light as a feather. The soul is allowed to pass on. He's in charge of mummification. And so, Anpu energy says when you are working, you prefer to be in solitude. And you function best working solo. You're very emotional and sensitive. You enjoy peace and quiet over loud and crowded places. You have no problems when it comes to speaking your mind. If you feel that someone is in the wrong, you will speak up about it. You ought to see things and question things as they are, and does not put people on a pedestal regardless of their rank and position. You love the mystery of life as Anpu energy flows through you. You are assertive, a fast learner, explorer, and a long life learner who is observant and is aware of other people's thoughts and motives beforehand. You are interested in how the mind works and how people think. You are attracted to metaphysics and occult subjects. You are also attracted to professions of teaching and psychology. You are confident, determined, and have determination that gives you the ability to finish any project or anything. You will never let go of a goal even if you don't complete it until years later. You will accomplish your goals. It's your attitude. Other people are attracted to your confidence and your cool nature. Your cool, smooth nature. With your honest and loyal nature, you love to help people. So you will do well in careers as a doctor, nurse, and you're also interested in the substance of death and may open up a funeral home. You have a sense of charm, and this is why people are fascinated about you. Your caring relationships give you an air of respectability about yourself. You love to care for your family, and you prefer to keep your circle of friends very small or small. You are kind and generous with a great sense of humor. You are very giving to those who are close to you, and you will go out your way to make sure they're comfortable even at the expense of your own comfort. You experience mood swings. 1 minute you are happy and at peace, the next minute you are depressed and angry. You are very trusting of others, and you can be drawn to side stories of others due to your want to help or your desire to help. You are strong-willed at times and controlling. You have a hard time letting others take the lead. You can come across as aggressive and competitive. You can be possessive, especially in a romantic relationship. At times, your outspoken nature comes out, and you can be perceived as egotistic and arrogance, and this could get you in trouble if you question the authority of your boss where you work at. You are truthful and sympathetic, and on the downside, you are controlling and overly competitive. Your animal is the jackal. The western planet that corresponds to you is Mercury. You are compatible with Bastet and Auset. Your colors are red and yellow. I can't bring you this light. It gets no redder than this. I shake. Tehuti energy flow. Tehuti, the wisdom. This corresponds to the Western astrology sign we call Virgo. And and also those who are born from April the 1st to the 19th, to April the 19th. Also those who are born from November the 8th through the 17th. So with this being said, this is your energy, which is Tehuti. This is masculine energy, and this says that you are the intellectual one. You're honest, you're a hard worker, you're a communicator, you're sensual, you're passionate, you're helpful, you're organized, you are physically sensual, you're dedicated, you're mostly warm, you're gentle, you're knowledgeable, you're health conscious, you are a script of character, you're all about helping and serving people, you're the professionalist, you're all about self-growth, learning, being persistent, and you're an empath, psychic empath. You are wise, practical, very modest, efficient, charming, witty. You have a quick mind. You are confident. You are the two-tier one, the truth seeker, the analyzer. You dive deep off into knowledge. You dissecting the cold subjects, pulling out the facts. But you can be cranky, criticizing, nervous, and worrisome, dogmatic, go overboard, be over demanding, irritable, and argumentative. And so with the Tehuti energy, it says that you are creative, a good problem solver. You love to share everything that you have learned with others. You are naturally drawn to careers such as a teacher and a mentor. People are drawn to you because of all the knowledge and wisdom you possess and share. Tehuti is the Netta, or God of wisdom, the message, writing, and learning. So Tehuti is shown with the moon on his head. He is the creator of writing and keeping records of everything. He seeks knowledge and wisdom, and he was also in the charge of judging the dead and weighing the souls to see what kind of afterlife they will have. And so under the Tehuti vibration, you are the good organizer and could be the professionalist. You're a good communicator and may pursue a career as a writer or journalist. You're very trusting of others and a humble soul, willing to give help wherever it may be needed. You have a good memory. You will never forget a favor or a kind gesture from someone. You're always looking to improve yourself and to be a better person or to become a better person. And you will not settle for being average. You are honest. In a relationship, you will remain faithful. You are attracted to partners who have the same value as you do and principles as you do. And you need a partner who is stable and who will let you take the lead. You love to be around family and friends, and you want someone who values family like you do. You are very, very inventive with many creative ideas. And this kind of energy gives you the advantage in any industry as an entrepreneur, a leader, a creative artist, and a musician. There are times when you can be impatient and not considerate about your decisions. Sometimes you don't wait to see what the outcome of a project and situation will be. You react too quickly, putting obstacles and problems in your path that don't need to be there. You don't take betrayal well and could take it hard because the person you thought you knew didn't live up to your word or to their word. And this could send you into depression because you can blame yourself for not seeing the negative in that person. You have strong opinions and you have a hard time seeing another person's points of view. You can become unreasonable since you are a problem solver and you believe that your solution is the only solution. This makes you difficult to work with. This can make you very stubborn and confrontational. You are restless in nature and you can rush to get things done quickly and start on something new. You can also rush to achieve success quickly, and you may be sabotaged, and you may sabotage that or destroy that in the process. So Tehuti people, you can communicate very well and is efficient at solving problems. You have a creative, idealistic nature. You're always coming up with ideas. Loyalty is one of the most important traits of yours, and you should have a very stable relationship. You can definitely be a writer or journalist since you have a good memory and you never forget someone's service and the kind gesture and other things. You are honest and truthful. Truthful. You are attracted to people with the same values as you since you are a knowledge seeker. As a lifelong student, you are patient and very creative. You can achieve success in business. You like to take control and lead the groups. You like to lead the groups or lead groups of people with your generous, lovable, truthful, and respectable nature. Your qualities are analytical, researching or a researcher, because you makes a great researcher with a scientific mind and your leadership skills. You're a naturally a teacher, a lawyer, a writer, creative artist, and you're a healer. And your animal is the baboon. Is a baboon, and your planet is the moon and Mercury. You are compatible with Bastet and Auset. Your color is blue, rose color, and white. As I can't bring you this light, it gets no realer than this. Go Tehuti. Heru. This energy deals with and corresponds to a Libra, which is Heru. And so if you're born under a Libra, or you're born from April the 20th to May the 7th, this is you. If you're born from August the 12th to the 19th, this is you. And this is the masculine energy. This is Heru. And this say that you are the psychic empath. You are intuitive. You're highly intelligent. You're creative. You're charming, a good negotiator who's loving and peaceful. You are a diplomat who has good manners, good taste, persuasive, influential, outspoken, and who take initiative. And you have very strong beliefs. You are a good companion. You use your intellect when going into action. You are imaginative, honest. You can be sophisticated, very rational, and stylish, and also a socializer. You're all about justice, truth, being cooperative. Yes, cooperative, and you have a sense of fair play and self-control. You're nasty are a planner, a strategist, an excellent mediator, and on the downside, you are a narcissist, fearful, sensitive, manipulative, overbearing. You are a leader for a cause. You are a caretaker who loves beauty of all kinds. You're full of wisdom. You're calm, you're cool, collective, very nurturing, a doer. You're all about the people, relationships, and partnerships, and also universal unconditional love and acceptance of others. And so Heru energy says that you are charismatic. You have courage. You're the brave one, huh? And you are willing to take risks that others are not willing to take. You are self-motivated to succeed and try new things. You are a risk taker, a pioneer, a trendsetter. You better ready or really let any new opportunity pass you by for the fear of failure. You're a happy person who's optimistic and strive to be the best in life. And you're good at whatever career you choose because you have the courage to take the risk and go for what you want. You're a natural leader who's good at motivating, inspiring others. You're all about peace, truth, harmony, justice, and order. You are a very focused person and brave. So you have a vision for what you want to achieve and will stop at nothing to achieve it. You are ambitious with a lot of energy and you put it into your family. You are intelligent, honest, and bold. Heru represents the sky and is a symbol of the falcon. Heru was the protector of the pharaohs and was a unifier of the upper Kemetic and lower Kemetic. Heru represents the mind and higher thoughts and consciousness. With Heru energy, you have strong will and you can be stubborn. You are always around your family and loved ones. You put your family needs above your own, acting unselfish for the good of those who you love. You have a very kind and gentle nature, and you are a patient listener. You are great at coming up with solutions to help people in the need of advice. So you could pursue careers as a guidance counselor or psychologist, also a therapist. You are a hard worker and get along well with others. You are conservative and love a peaceful environment. You love security and will do what it takes to make sure you are secure in every aspect. You're very practical and intellectual. You are the real sun, ultraviolet rays for your family or loved ones. You are community oriented and you will defend those who need it. You love to find a good cause and put all your energy and willpowers into it. You are the champion for those who don't have a voice, and a lot of you are politicians, community leaders, and spiritual leaders. You have a great understanding of the human nature and have a charming and charismatic personality that help you gain a lot of followers and supporters. On the downside, though, you can be too stubborn when it comes to your ideas. You can be unrealistic, inflexible, even when you know you are wrong. You will still refuse to listen to reason or anybody's opinion. And you could distance yourself from family and friends. On the downside, you love to be in charge, and you could come across as bossy or dominating at times. You can be aggressive and to force your influence on people. And you can have a sudden outburst of anger you have built up over time. And this can make it hard for you to maintain professional and personal relationships. And in a relationship, you can be jealous and overprotective. This can give you problems in the area of romance, as your partner see you as too possessive. You love beautiful things and gain unhealthy attachment to beautiful things. You can become obsessive and envious of others or materialistic objects. You can be very self-indulgent and over the top. Your careers can be a public figure, politician, and anything that deals with public relations, and also the mind. And your animal is the snake. And the western planet corresponding to you is the moon and the sun. And you are compatible with Gale and Bastet, or Bastet and Gale. Your color is navy blue and gold, or yellow. So this definitely would it be. And this is me, who is the Heru spirit with the Bastet spirit. That's my other sign. This definitely would it be. Ashe. Moot energy. Moot energy corresponds to the Western astrology sign Scorpio. And also, this is the female energy. And those who born January 22nd through the 31st, this is you too. The Moot energy. Moot. And those who born September the 8th to the 22nd, this is you too. The Moot energy. And the Moot energy says you are compassionate, tenacious, protective, passionate, caring. You are penetrating, self-critical. You have intense concentration, that focused vision. You have great understanding. You are very sensual, sexy, and sexual. You are magical, defensive. You are seductive. You're very passionate, magnetic, emotional, forceful, and investigative. So you make a good investigator. You can be ruthless, dangerous, very dangerous, and overbearing, suspicious, jealous, quick-tempered, moody, a sadist, and you are highly intuitive, psychic. The mother is definitely a psychic, because this is Moot. And you have keen insight of the human nature. You are a researcher. You exercise power through love. You are instinctive. You have a hypnosis or hypnotizing nature. And on the downside, you can be self-destructive, overbearing, and intolerant. You also is an evolutionary type of person and can be about self-transformation. You're all about self-transformation. You are calm, cool, collective, loyal, and honest. You're also powerful and strong. So the Moot energy says, but anyway, the Moot energy in KEMETIC metaphysics, Moot symbolizes the mother and woman, which means you are caring and a nurturer naturally. As a matter of fact, the name Moot means mother of the world, and she's considered to be a creator goddess who is associated with water. So if you are born with the Moot energy says you are a nurturer. You're very protective of others and also look for protection for yourself. You're generally good parents and role model for the youth. You keep your inner thoughts and feelings to yourself, and only those who are close to you knows you well. And you can be very shy when it comes to relationship. You are a shy nature who attract partners who will protect you. You're very charming, patient, a good listener, and you have a great vision to accomplish your goals and make them come true. Even if you don't agree with what people has to say, you will always listen because you are a great listener or analytical naturally. You are a deep thinker and you use your vast knowledge to achieve your goals. And you're pretty much practical. As a matter of fact, you are a practical thinker who is always calculating, weighing up the pros and the cons to come to the right decision. You're honest. You're very honest. You're honest and have a powerful nature. And you love subjects that is about spiritual growth, self-help, philosophy, or anything that's mystical. You are highly intuitive and you can read people's energy or bullcrap. This makes you a good nurturer. You're gifted with caring and healing motherly energy, so you can be a nurse, a doctor, or doing social work. You can be a healer, a teacher, in careers that deals with the law. On the downside, though, you can go through periods of sadness and depression. You can also be secretive and withdrawal. And you can become too involved in relationships, and also very serious and committed. And if things don't work out, this could lead you to be very disappointed and stressed out. You're overprotective of your partner. You have a hard time showing your affection because you feel like If you let your feelings be shown or known, you'll be vulnerable and you feel someone can be hurt because you're too affectionate. Your affection is a weakness and vulnerability. You are easy to anger with explosive temper. You can explode like a ticking time bomb at any time. And when you are angry, you can also go into aggressive silence. So just watch out for being so fixed with your thoughts. Change is great. It can help you explore new avenues, especially for your logical and practical receptive mind, because you can make a great role model for young growing minds or the youth. Only by being close with someone you show your knowledge or wisdom and your generosity. Other than that, you are secretive and shy, and you know what you want from life, and you focus on making your dreams come true. You make a good educator and an advocate or counselor who projects a motherly nature, and you know how to play your cards and attract people with your charm and your patience and your practical way of thinking. You're a nasty investigator and go deep into the hidden knowledge that is hard for other people to see. You are a problem solver when you are at your best. Over time, as time passes, when you are self-confident and reserved, sensitive, the Mut energy gives you the strength to be a protector of humanity, because Mut, or the mother, is responsible for protecting humanity. Your qualities are attentive and a hard worker. On the downside, you can have low self-esteem and isolate yourself from people. And your planet is the sun. Animal for you is the vulture, and you're compatible with Amun Ra and Tehuti. Your lucky color is red and brown. As I can't let bring you this light, it gets no redder than this. Ashe. Sekhmet energy. Sekhmet, wow, the destroyer of negative energy. She corresponds to who? Sagittarius. Yes, and those who born July the 29th through August 11th, this is you. Those who born October the 30th through November the 7th, this is you. You carry that Sekhmet energy. And this says that you are spiritual. You have flashes of intuition. You have a positive outlook on life. You're all about justice, morality. You are imaginative, pleasure-loving, joyful, fun. You see the best in people. You're honest. You're fair. You're enthusiastic. Very excited and inspirational. You're a happy-go-lucky person. You hold no grudges. You are very sensual, sexy, and you're very stimulating. You are frank, open. You are optimistic. You are fair-minded. You accept others from all walks of life. You are adaptable to any situation, rather if it's earthly or spiritual. You're very generous and idealistic. You're all about spiritual growth, traveling, forward planning, being funny, or a comedian, and you love life itself. On the downside, you're argumentative, impatient, critical, a gambler at heart, hard-headed. You feel any responsibility, and you're not committed to nothing, and self-indulgence. You're full of self-indulgence. So the Sekhmet energy says you have a sensitive, a talkative, and cheerful duality personality. On the one side, you are disciplined and very strict. And on the other side, you are the free spirit, all about that freedom, and you just go with the flow. You go with the flow of life without any restrictions. Many people think you are two different people. On your disciplined and strict side, you can expect nothing but the best from others and yourself. You like to go about things with grace, intelligence, and beauty because you have a lot of pride. Sekhmet is known as the goddess Aneta, of war and destroying or removing negative energy at the expense of justice. And she's known as a very exacting judge. She decides if you are guilty or not, and there's no in between. She's also a healer, the healer. With the energies of Sekhmet, you're a natural leader, clever, authoritative. You're also a professionalist and are good in business. You have a high sense of accomplishments, justice, and values. You're very observant and do not waste time doing things that is not effective or that don't have a purpose. You're a hard worker. You are very professional and a confidential person, and people feel they can trust you with your honest nature. You're down to earth and approachable. Personality is charming and attractive like a magnet. And your presence demands respect. Your intellectual and knowledgeable personality makes you successful at whatever you do or choose. Your main purpose is to maintain your pride in whatever you do. and it's very important to you. And with pride alone, you feel like you already achieved your goals. You do good with jobs that deals with positions of authority because you are very optimistic and can see the bright side of any obstacle. And you are good at organizing, and you have a great affinity for helping others in need. You may even become a community activist or volunteer. On the downside, though, you have a very short, unpredictable temper flares. You are argumentative, impatient, and irritable. You can also be rude, crude, aggressive, and direct. You love to surround yourself by luxury and can be addicted to it, and you can be materialistic due to your love for luxury. You might even develop an unhealthy gambling addiction to keep up with your luxury standards. As long as you balance out your need for luxury and control it, you maintain yourself and spiritual qualities. You are very protective of those you love and can be possessive, even though you are loyal and fierce like a lion. You will not let anyone or anything threaten your loved ones or anyone you love. Your self-confidence can increase and your ego can get out of control. And you can think you're better than others. And you can brag and boast about it too much. And this can turn others away from you. This can make it hard for you to be successful. You are intelligent, professional, and has a sense of duty and justice. This can make you a good judge and a leader. Many people respect you for your discipline, your confidentiality, and your favors. You're very optimistic and see the good in all obstacles. So your animal is the lion. Your western correspondent planet is the sun. You are compatible with Geb and Bastet. Your colors is green and turquoise. So go, Sekhmet. Go, Sekhmet. You do with this energy. As I can't bring you this light, it gets no realer than this. I'll shake. The Nile. If you are the Nile energy, this corresponds to who? Capricorn. And also those who born January the 1st through the 7th. This is you. June the 19th through the 28th. This is you. September the 1st through the 7th. This is you. November the 18th through the 26th. This is you. You are practical, a hard worker, a planner. You are determined. You are persistent. You seek high status. You are careful. You are fearless. You have realistic standards. You give good advice. You're loyal to your tradition. You respect authority. You are a good organizer. You have good organizing skills. You are loyal. You're full of wisdom. You're sensitive to beauty. You are disciplined. And you can be all about the money, wealth, and success. Because the Nile deals with abundance. You know that. I mean, so this means that you can be egotistic on the downside. You can be a slave driver, critical, and you can be a status seeker who allow fear to dominate your decisions. You may have a tendency to believe that your way is the best way, and you can be unforgiving and selfish. Your reputation means a lot, and security is very important to you. You are careful, and you live from your experience. And so the Nile energy, right? The Nile is the ruling nectar, a goddess. Yes, the main word for you is that you are practical, a hard worker, peaceful, and you are logical. So the Nile River was very important in ancient Kemet. It provides the necessity for everyone to live and sustain life for all civilizations that were along the Nile. And you who are born under this sign has a prosperous, fruitful nature, which means you will always have, due to your persistent and determined nature as a moneymaker and a go-getter. You have a peaceful and passionate nature about you, and you do not like conflict. You can strive to always keep the peace around you. Just like the Nile River, so is your mood swings, which goes from up and down. It changes like the tides of the river, which means your moods can get the best of you. One moment, you are calm, then the next moment, you are angry and irrational. You are highly intuitive and a great organizer, what makes you a great planner and communicator, who attracts many friends because of your bright intelligence. The Nile people, like yourself, visualize a living a wealthy life to bring peace and comfort to your life. So this is what you do. You visualize yourself living a wealthy life because you're all about the prosperous life. You love to be surrounded by the finest things. You think big, and whatever you visualize, you have the gift or energy to manifest. You're very giving. You have a strong need to help others, especially to help others gain knowledge of themselves. You are good with details and analytical. You prefer to take the peaceful route to any venture. You are careful. You take things slow. You're patient. You're practical about anything. You understand that through hard work, being persistent and patience, you can achieve great things and rise to great status or heights. So the Nile River people, like yourself, is a nurturer, has a motherly, caring spirit. You are wise, serious, disciplined, and a security type of person. But your over emotional nature can get you in trouble on the downside. Before you take action or do anything or go into anything, you observe the situation, make sure that everything is safe. Then you take action. You are intuitive with a sense of know how to get things done, and you have a business sense. Your qualities is insightful, wise, and on the downside, you are impulsive, materialistic, greedy, bossy, and dominating. You can also have unexpected outbursts when not feeling at ease. This can make others want to stay away from you. You would do well if you get out of that fixed mindset and thinking and try something new or different sometimes. Your lucky color is red and blue. Your sacred animal is the antelope. Hopefully I'm saying it right. The antelope. But you're compatible with Amun Ra and Set. And your western planet correspondence is the moon, the earth, and Uranus is the planet for the Nile people. And as I can't bring you this light, it gets no realer than this. I'll shake. Give energy, the earth. This corresponds to the western astrology sign Aquarius. And so give is the masculine energy, and those who born February the 12th through the 29th, this is you. You are Gab. And those who born August the 20th through the 31st, this is you. You are Gab. And this says that you are thoughtful, communicative, experimental. You have a scientific mind, and you are independent of thought, a free thinker, and action. You are kind, you are friendly, you are detached, you're weird, you are loyal to friendship, you are inventive and innovative, which means you think outside of the box. You're all about the humanitarian issues. You're creative, you're popular, you're naturally an intellectual genius. You have a strong belief in human reforms. On the downside, you can be unwilling to share ideas, rude, uncertain. You can have a lack of confidence. You are practical and mentally gifted. You're a mentally gifted light bringer, but you bring wisdom. You have a fixed mind and ability to think deeply and to come up with brilliant ideas. Gab energy says that you are proud, you're sensitive, you're fair, and you're modest. You have a kind heart, and you're very intuitive and an introvert. And you have a lot of compassion for others. And you are very much in touch with the needs and feelings of others, and you may come across as overly emotional at times. But that is the charm and magnetism that attracts others to you. Yes, that charm. So Geb was a Netta, or god of the earth. He was married to Nut, and is pictured with a goose on his head, and it's believed that his laughter started earthquakes. He was the father of many Netarus, and he also ruled or the bearer of the dead in the earth. He helped wade in the hearts of the deceased to see what kind of afterlife they will have. You go through life trusting your feelings and intuition. You have a strong sense about things, and when something bad has happened in the world that affects you very deeply, you almost have to protect yourself from being exposed too much to negative news, as it could cause you to become too emotional, involved, and depressed. Your family and friends can rely on your authentic, realistic, or loving, diplomatic, practical, true nature. What's good about you is that you think before you act on things. You're assertive when you need to be, but you also can be shy. Others may think you are a pushover, but they got the wrong person because you are stronger than they think. You would not let no one take advantage of you because you are a stand-up person. If anyone did you a favor or did something for you, you have a great memory, and you will never forget that. You will repay them back and help those who won't help by your intuitive, logical, accurate advice. Your intelligence and intuition will lead you to a career combined with a spiritual awareness, and using your keen mind, which is about teaching, counseling, and writing, may be well suited for your personality. You are influenced by the Geb energy with a modest personality, so you love to be surrounded by things of beauty and luxury and comfort, and you love to have everything you need, so you always stack up with you great taste and preparation. Since you are humble and nice, it can make others try and take advantage of you. And when you feel anxious and worry. You could be vain and egotistic. You won't make this known on the outside, and you love to uphold a sense of dignity. And only those who are close to you knows that you are acting strange and completely different than usual. You have a problem saying no to people, and this could lead you to be taken advantage of. And you also have a fear of hurting others' feelings. You need to learn to be open and truthful with everyone. At times, you can be excessive. Since you are honest, reliable, and a caring soul, you can be a great lawyer, or a judge, or a teacher, a counselor, anything that deals with humanitarian responsibilities or duties. And so the western planet corresponding to you is the Earth. Your animal is the goose. You're compatible with Heru and Set. Your color is violet and rose. Now, as I can't let bring it this light, gets no redder than this. So go with the Gab energy. Gab. All right, shake. Auset. The energy of Auset corresponds to the Western astrology sign, as we know, Pisces, and also those who were born March the 11th through the 31st, October the 18th through the 29th, and December the 19th through the 31st. This is you, the female energy, the sacred mother. This says that you are psychic, clairvoyance, the empath, loving. You love to fantasize a lot. You're the artist, you're helpful, you're creative, you're kind, you're gentle, you're giving, you're the passionate one, you have understanding of others, you are caring, full of wisdom, you are the old soul who's highly intuitive, you're magical and a musician, you have good memory, you're peaceful, you're trusting, you are spiritual, you're very sensitive and have a natural sense of humor, you are imaginative and dreamy and could be secretive. On the downside, you could be self-pity, escapist, full of depression. You can lose touch with reality, too mostly involved with the problems of others, and you can be a doormat for emotions. You tend to blame yourself for everything. So Auset energy says that you are dignified, straightforward, active, and Auset symbolizes the mother and nectar, or goddess of nature, or nectar. So you have the energies of being a protector of children, the poor, and the dead. The same as Auset. Auset is the wife of Ausar and the mother of Heru, her son. You are always direct and to the point, and you speak in the direct manner to get your point across with no misunderstanding. Some people may think you are blunt and come off too strong and open, while others may prefer you being direct, upfront, and straightforward. They love this style of communication. Okay, you are motivated by love and having love in your life. You have confidence in your love life. You may seek out romantic relationships where your partner is adventurous and carefree. You are a good communicator who loves to give others advice. You are playful, fun-loving, and you take things lightly. You may prefer to do a variety of different things in life. You are protective of your friends and loved ones. You are honorable and always have the right intentions. And you are reliable to your family and friends to lighten up their problems because you have a great sense of humor. Your sense of humor game lighten up any stressed out situation. You won't let any obstacle stand in your way to accomplish your goals. You're very determined and ambitious. Luck is on your side. You're magical. You're good at gathering all resources, information that you need to accomplish your goals. You're a good communicator and you work well with a team. You're popular with your friends and you have a lot of admirers. You're logical, practical, and vicious. And your vicious nature is full of energy. You're very sociable and likable, but at the same time, you can be demanding towards other people. And this could be a big put off for those who are trying to help you and those who's in a relationship with you. On the downside, you need constant change and you can become restless and uneasy or uneased. This constant need for change can stop you from focusing on one goal. So you can stop finishing a project because you keep switching back and forth, doing too much at once. If things get too serious, you can be an escapist and run away from problems. And this could keep you away from opportunities in life because you fail to take on serious subjects or projects with your laid back and calm nature. If things not going your way, you can close yourself off from your loved ones and attempt to correct yourself and standards. You can be withdrawal and keep stressing what went wrong with you repeatedly and obsessively. Some people think you are stupid because you're too open and direct with your information, but it's just your nature to be honest and practical. You're very fortunate and are a networker, and connection with people is very important to you. You need a career position to use all your resources so you can succeed in marketing, the arts, fashion, entertainment, and you work well with a team. This makes you popular with friends and fans. Your nature is ambitious and passionate, and on the downside, you're too demanding and hyperactive. Your animal is the ram, and the western planet that corresponds to you is the moon, the earth, and Uranus. Your color is white and blue. You're compatible with Ausar and Tehuti. And this you, Auset, the magical one, sacred mother. Ashe.